brother. Welcome to the most must-listen podcast. Welcome to the Hell Yeah Brother podcast. My name is Eric, and this is
Steven. HYB podcast logo coming soon. This is our little pet project we've started. First episode today. Now, what you're going to hear in this podcast is you're going to hear things about life, our experiences, Eric's experiences, the things that we like, whether it be music, movies, wrestling, like this podcast in particular. This one is about wrestling. It's Wrestlemania 35, and that's what we're talking about. But not every episode is going to be that. What do you think about it, Eric?
Yeah, I think that's right on, man. It's going to be about, like you said, things that are out there, things that we feel like need to be talked about.
I got plenty to talk about. I know I'm a hoe.
Yeah, so, Steven can't shut up, so be ready to hear him talk.
We're fighting for life, brother. It's a beautiful day because today is WrestleMania 35, live from New York, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium, and we're here to go over some of the matches, what we anticipate, the exciting parts of it, and pretty much why we're so deep into wrestling and why we're wrestling fans, at least for today.
That's perfect. Perfect.
First things first, again, I'm Steven. That's Eric. This is our little project we got going on. First match of the night that we want to talk about is the Women's Battle Royal. Now, if you know anything about wrestling, you know that this is a very brand new type of match they got going on. Last year, it was won by... Who won last year?
Who won it last year?
See how forgettable it is?
Yeah.
See? That's why this shit's on the pre-show. Because nobody gives a fuck about it. My bad.
Well, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the women out there.
Fuck y'all.
Women's wrestling's Women's wrestling's taking over, Steven. Just accept it.
Look, you're main eventing, so you have to be on the pre-show for at least another match. Anyway, my prediction for the Battle Royal is that Asuka wins because they got to give her some sort of consolation for kicking her out of the title match.
Yeah, that was pretty dirty what they did for her. However, it's Mandy Rose time, bro. How is it not Mandy Rose time? She should have had the belt going into WrestleMania. That's how I feel. But then they went in okie doked her.
Bro, it's time for Mandy Rose's nudes to leak. That's what it's time for, dude. It ain't time for no belts.
I don't know, man.
Trying to win that booby belt, brother.
This is her. It's her time.
All right.
She's coming in. She's coming in hot. It's Mandy Rose time. I feel it.
So if you guys also don't know, this is also a video podcast. So we'll share the YouTube link and everything like that. But what we do for fun actually is we do a fantasy wrestling sort of game we play all year long. So for you wrestling fans know, there's 4 big pay-per-views every year. Yeah. There's Royal Rumble in January, WrestleMania in April. You got SummerSlam in August, and then right around November you have Survivor Series repeat every year. So what we decided to do is purchase that beautiful championship belt you see right there behind you.
So those of you watching this on video,
yep,
it's right there in between us.
That'll be mine in about 10 hours.
False, but okay.
So for every pay-per-view, we have a scorecard. In between the big ones, we tally up our points, and whoever has the most points at the end of that time period wins that sucker till the next big pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of why we're going through each match with our predictions and things like that. These are our scorecards, pro wrestling scorecards on Twitter. Shout out. Second thing on the pre-show that we're going to see is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Another forgettable
thing.
Don't worry, man. We'll talk about y'all too. This Battle Royal. What is it for? We don't know.
No, I mean, who really knows what any of the battle royals are for? I mean, if it was for a purpose, like maybe a title shot,
that would carry more.
How exciting would it be each WrestleMania if someone had a title shot just by winning the battle royal?
Oh, you mean like the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, but like this is first of all, fuck you and your whole family. No, I'm just kidding. Whatever, dude. I'm out. Fuck this. I quit. No,
but the real question of this is, why are they doing this to Braun?
Yeah, so Braun Strowman, he's one of the bigger wrestlers. He's a big dude, all this potential in the world, but to limit him to another Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Yeah. It's like his second one already. He's won the greatest Royal Rumble. I mean, he just hasn't won the title yet.
After last year's debacle with him.
It's just, they're really, I feel like they're really wasting him. Yeah. And they're throwing him in this with 2 dudes from SNL, which...
Honestly, who's seen SNL in the past 6 years?
Yeah, okay, for real, yeah. I mean, I follow Michael Che on Twitter. Shout out Michael Che. I don't have a Twitter, but I still follow him.
He still follows him in his heart.
So I think that with this, I think it's just to get exposure. Who knows what WWE is planning behind the scenes, if they're going to do some sort of crossover with NBC, whatever it is. But, I mean, it's just it's a background match, so hopefully... Yeah. I mean, I got my pick on this being Andrade because he's banging Charlotte.
Oh, shout out.
Shout out to banging Charlotte. We'll talk about you a little bit later. Who you got?
I also have Andrade, but it's not because he's banging Charlotte. It's just because I happen to like Andrade, and I think he needs something to carry him into the next level.
Okay, well,
and this is it. He deserves it.
I'm,
He deserves it.
Nobody deserves anything in this
You're
world.
right.
Okay,
You got to earn it.
Okay. Thirdly, on the pre-show Cruiserweight Championship.
Not gonna lie, man. Haven't been watching Cruiserweight wrestling.
205 Live doesn't exist in my world. The
Yeah,
last time, the only thing that I care about that's 205 is my weight, and I'll never get back up there. So I don't fuck with that. No thanks, but I got Buddy Murphy because he's banging Alexa Bliss. Ooh. So as you can tell, most of my wrestling picks are based on who's banging who.
Wait, is that confirmed? That is confirmed, right?
Yeah.
I actually have Tony Nese. He's not banging Alexa Bliss. Yeah, he just. I think it's time for Buddy to. You got Alexa. What else do you need? You don't need a championship belt. Give it to somebody else.
All right.
You could tell by the tone in my voice. I'm hurt that he's banging Alexa Bliss.
That's literally
that's
all
like
I
everybody.
have. That's all I got to say about
Right?
the Cruiserweight match.
Oh man.
So I'm done with that. Okay. Another thing. Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin. It's Kurt Angle's retirement match.
Yes.
Is Baron Corbin going to stay in the match, or does John Cena come out and replace it?
I have one question for you. Maybe you can answer this for me. Why Baron Corbin?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. Maybe he's bald like Kurt Angle.
I was just about to comment on that. Maybe he hasn't been great since he cut his hair.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about him.
They share a common thread, which
They're
is
both
not as
bald.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Not that big of a. I do feel though, as you said, John Cena is gonna come in and take that spot.
It'll come full circle because I mean John Cena's first match in WWE back in 2002, I think, was against Kurt Angle.
Ooh, historical
brother,
facts,
historical
stats.
brothers.
Damn,
so I think John Cena does come out. I think they have a great match, and I think ultimately Kurt Angle goes out with a loss out of respect, like most wrestlers do.
Exactly, brother.
But on my scorecard, I didn't pick that because I'm trying to win that fucking thing, and I'm in second place. So we'll move on from that one. I mean, you got anything else on that match?
Can I pick my pick? Can I tell them?
We know who you're gonna pick.
Who am I picking? How do they don't know?
They know, bro.
How they don't know?
They know.
So you'll know. I'm picking. Well, Kurt Angle to lose is what I'm picking, as you said. I do need to make up these points because I am in third. So if he picks Kurt Angle and I pick the others, I'm winning. I have Cena coming in, Cena or Baron Corbin taking this win. That's going to help push me over them. That's what I'm going for.
Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I mean, I see that happening. It makes sense. You have to include Cena at WrestleMania. He's like The Rock at this point. You kind of have to kind of throw him in when you can. Any chance that we see The Rock tonight?
I was thinking about that, but honestly, I don't see it.
Straight up, I creeped his Instagram at about 3 in the morning.
And he was there?
He was lifting weights in Hawaii, but I don't fucking believe him, bro. That
Hey, I mean, that's not that long of a flight. He has all day to get there.
Fuck that. That pic look old. That shit look old. Fuck it. Okay.
Was that from when he was filming Fast and the Furious?
Nah, he was
Part 76.
He's filming Jumanji 2 Into the Jungle or Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, shout out to Karen Gillian real quick.
Shout out to
super fine.
Shout out to Guns N' Roses, bro. Playing ACL 2019. You heard it here first. Prediction.
That is random. All right.
Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, I see what you did there. Welcome to Jumanji.
Welcome to the Jikaka. All right, next match. SmackDown Tag Team Titles. Usos, Shinsuke and Rusev, The Bar, and Aleister and Ricochet. This is the one I'm very, very excited for because I love me Aleister Black and Ricochet. Those are my predictions for it. I think this is going to be they'll tear the house down. I think they'll have a good match, and hopefully they come away with the titles, and I think they both end up on SmackDown for the move to Fox in the fall. They're two young names, people like them. What do you think about this?
Good call. I don't think it's their time yet. They just came off that loss at NXT TakeOver in New York. Great match, by the way. War Raiders, be on the lookout for them. But I do see this going to Usos! Nah. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary, Steven.
I mean, look,
welcome.
When you get a DUI and get arrested like a month and a half before WrestleMania, do they reward you with retaining the belts? Because if so, I'll go drive drunk tonight and hopefully I get a raise at work. Is that how it works?
Hey,
no, you give it to
who's
most deserving.
That's how it works in the WWE.
You give it to who's most deserving.
You know what you should do? Become a wrestler, then get drunk, then get pulled over, then get that title.
You know what? I'm in the process of that right now. Okay.
Damn, there you go.
I take bumps on my own bed and not the ones on my crotch. I'm just kidding.
Real quick though.
Hashtag no herpes.
Oh God. Can we talk about the fall of Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev? Like, why? Last year, kind of a main event. Oh man, don't say that.
AEW.
That's not coming.
It's happening.
False.
Send Shinsuke and Rusev to AEW and watch them become stars, and Vince will hire them back in a couple years.
Probably.
Hashtag
fake news.
Hashtag real news. Number 6 out of 15, we're hitting to the U.S. Championship match. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio. To be honest with you, I'm not really excited for this match. What they should have done is had like a 6-way ladder match with all that fucking talent you have on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Rey, Andrade, Joe, you can throw in
Alistair,
Ricochet to take them out of that, and then throw the Hardys in the tag team match.
That would have been a cooler match.
But I mean, I get it. Rey Mysterio, he signed that contract. You know, he's kind of almost towards the end of his run. You got to give him another Mania moment. I don't think he wins the belt. I don't think he wins the belt. I think Joe retains. What you got?
I think Joe also retains, and I see a Dominic interference.
I don't know.
I see it. Yet, I see it. He's taller than Rey.
Well, we're all taller than Rey, bro.
Fact. But I think he's been training, man. He's been training. I think if any time for him to maybe get a foot in the door, WWE, they like to help out the old guys. So that get that little rub for Dominic. I mean, the last time we saw him on TV,
I'm trying to get rubbed, brother.
he was like 8, wasn't he?
Yeah,
you remember that?
Hey, Dominic on a ladder match. Custody on a ladder match,
yeah,
bro.
Dude.
Look,
Dominic,
that's some.
I'm your daddy, Dominic.
Bro,
come on.
That's some straight up South Pressa shit, bro. A ladder match for custody papers,
hey,
bro.
Dog, hey,
any look, that's why I know Ray ain't a real Mexican, bro. Any real Mexican would not climb a ladder to get custody of his kid, bro. They fucking keep going.
Right, that's not mine.
Nuh-uh.
I'm not risking my life for that.
That's a Rey Mysterious action, bro. So I got no interference from Dominic. He's a little too big for wrestling right now. I don't think it's time yet.
I think he's just a little interference. All they got just grab a leg, Samoa Joe.
I think Samoa Joe retains. I think he's a good champion. Keep him dominant.
Yeah, I think Samoa's winning.
Yeah.
I don't see Rey getting this belt. I think this is a precursor.
Don't call it a belt.
You're right, my bad. I think this is a precursor to Samoa Joe eventually winning the WWE Championship.
I agree,
100% somewhere.
Yep, you got to give him some sort of step up.
It should have already been on him.
He should have beat AJ at the Super Showdown.
He should have beat Brock Lesnar
at Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire.
Shout out badass pay-per-view names. That's gonna be a future podcast top 10 pay-per-view names. Great Balls of Fire. Number 1. Spoiler alert. Okay. Next match, we got Miz versus Shane McMahon. Falls count anywhere. Shane's gonna jump off of something.
Shane's dying tonight.
Yeah, don't say that, bro.
Nah, dude. He's coming in hot. He's gonna die.
Yeah, so
he's dying.
I think you got that there. So after that, I truly think that Shane is going to win. And I think FYI, we had an intruder. Eric
We're in my garage, all right, and my family's coming over to watch Mania with us, and we don't have boundaries. We're a Mexican family.
Yeah. I mean, look, I have a theory that all of his family lives underground here, but that's just me because I see a different member every week. Okay, Miz and Shane McMahon. I'll keep it short and simple. It's going to be a good match. There's going to be some cool spots.
Great match.
I think Miz wins because Miz deserves it.
Yeah, I too also went the Miz. I think Miz hasn't won a match as a face in ever. He's great. He's great as a heel, like one of the top 5 probably. But the Miz is gonna win as a face, and I think it's just time for him to do that. And if anybody's gonna take that L, it's gonna be Shane.
Yeah, Shane can take as many losses. He's like the opposite of the Undertaker. He doesn't lose. He doesn't win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Shane can't win if he's gonna die when he jumps off the jumbotron. So.
I hope he jumps off the Empire State Building.
See, so death is in his future.
Yeah, so is life though.
You're right.
And love. Anyway, next match, my personal favorite because I'm a Mark for. By the way, if you don't know what Mark means, Mark is a name. I like Triple H versus Batista because I like Batista. He's in great shape. Is that make me gay? No, he's in really good shape. How big is Batista's dick though?
Oh,
dude,
huge probably.
His dick has to be major, bro.
Yes.
And between Triple H's nose and Batista's dick, dude,
there's gonna be a lot of
sausage sniffing.
Yeah.
So I got Triple H winning this one because I don't think his career's over. I think we're good for at least 3 or 4 more Triple H matches at Mania. Against
3 or 4
straight, bro. He's only 50. He's in better shape than most of the dudes.
You're right, because wasn't Flair's final match? He was like 85.
Dude, Flair wrestled yesterday, bro.
Flair wrestled for his life, bro.
Yes, but he wrestled with addiction, bro. Shout out, addiction.
Shout out, no herpes though.
Hashtag no herpes.
Yeah. Confirmed.
So I mean, not much to say about this one. It's gonna be a classic Triple H match. I'm
pretty sure we both have Triple H winning that.
Yeah, I don't think his career's over, and I think that
not yet.
He's had to carry a couple people in the last few matches. You look at Sting and Taker.
I don't see him having to carry this one though.
No, I think it'll be good.
Like Batista's not as old as Triple H, as Taker, as Sting. So He's still got some life in his legs.
I think let's just all be thankful that we live another day where bald Shawn Michaels isn't wrestling.
Man,
okay.
Hey man,
hey,
shout out to Shawn.
Shout out to Saudi Arabia for forking over enough money to get him to come out of retirement, bro.
Hey, facts, dude. How much do you think he got on that? At least $100 million.
Couple mil. Next match, Intercontinental title. Bobby Lashley, aka Black Lesnar, versus Finn Balor,
aka sexiest wrestler in the industry.
Dude, if I ever had to,
does that make me gay?
No, man, dude. If you're gay for Finn Balor,
that's just
natural. Yeah. Right, yeah, he's got abs. They're multiplying, and I'm losing control for them. Shout out Grease.
I think he does it on purpose too.
Yeah.
Do you follow him on Instagram?
You know I follow him on Instagram.
I know, but I gotta ask. They don't know. He
look at me in all my eyes. I follow every wrestler on Instagram.
Fact.
And every ex-wrestler on Instagram, and most of their girlfriends and wives.
I was going to just mention that. I feel like you follow their exes, all of them. Like back when they had an ex from like pre-K.
Yeah.
Like you found out who they were, and now you're following them. But
that's called being a fan.
Listen, that's taking us off topic here. We're focusing on Finn Balor.
I was going to say something funny.
Oh, damn it, my bad. Go ahead.
All right, we'll edit that out.
Start it again.
We'll start the whole podcast again.
All right, we're starting over.
Welcome to Wells Fargo.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
So, Finn Balor's abs. If you follow him on Instagram, you'll know what we're talking about. Yeah. He posts thirst traps. And you know what? I fall for the trap. Not going to lie.
Yep.
It's out there. For those of my family members that are going to be listening to this, if you follow him on Instagram, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Dude, I've seen a couple Tias beat off to some Finn Balor, like in the HYB parking lot some of the days. But anyway, it's going to be Demon Finn, which means he's going to wear the paint. I'm excited for the entrances. I'm excited to see what he's wearing. Well, whatever.
This is the thing about WrestleMania. If you're going to have an amazing entrance, this is the time to do it. And if anybody's going to do a great one, it's going to be Demon Finn.
Yeah, 100%.
He's had the Demon appearances at SummerSlam. That was primarily where it was at. And those entrances have always been amazing. So,
he's undefeated as Demon Finn in WWE, not NXT, right?
I think he's undefeated at NXT too. I think because he beat Samoa Joe when he came out as.
True.
I think that was NXT Takeover
Dallas. We were there.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yep. We started the Fight Forever chants.
Yes.
Now here on NXT Takeover
thank
shows.
you. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura. We started those chants. We were there in that crowd. Yeah, I got footage. We'll insert some footage right here.
All right. But yeah, so I think we both got Demon winning this.
Yeah, Demon Finn winning this, and I do think this becomes a thing to where every WrestleMania he's Demon Finn, and I think he does stay undefeated. They got to have some sort of
something to take over the Undertaker.
The Undertaker's thing, some sort of attraction.
Yeah.
AJ Randy Orton. I'm excited for this match. It should just be a good, solid match. Great performers. I got AJ taking this one.
I also got AJ taking this one. I think. As long as Randy feels this match, which I feel like during his recent promos and stuff with AJ, I think he's feeling it. So I think
he's like Lesnar. When Lesnar's locked in, and he really wants to perform and give it a show. Exactly.
So I think that's what we're gonna get out of them. Maybe not 5 stars, but at least 3.7.
Shout out Dave Meltzer. All right, so we'll cut off that one. I don't have much to say about that one. To be honest,
that's fine. Yeah, let's go next one.
Next one, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. This is tough because, you can give the rub to Drew because he's a young up-and-comer. He's going to be a world champion.
Yes.
It's a matter of time. He will be a world champion. But Roman just beat leukemia, and
so he doesn't need this win, is what you're saying.
Bro, if you win in life, do you really need to win at WrestleMania? Like, just be glad you're there.
He got the win at Fastlane from the leukemia.
Shout out leukemia.
So he even got the pin there, so he doesn't need to. We're not making fun of leukemia. No. Just let's go ahead and just say that right now.
I don't like leukemia to the point that if I had a kid, I wouldn't even name him Luke, bro.
Damn.
Luke. Solid. I don't like Luke Skywalker. I don't like.
That's hurtful.
He died for a reason.
So anyway,
I think they give it to Roman.
I think they give it to Drew because Drew, like you said, is a new up and comer. It's time. Roman Reigns is great. Don't get me wrong, but I think we need to see the run of Drew, and I hope
he wins.
I think this pulls me away from y'all, and I get this belt that's right here, this sexy thing that's going home with me tonight.
Nope. Vince won't do that to Roman. Vince loves Roman.
I know, man, but Vince I'm picking this with my heart and not my head. My head tells me Roman will win because it's Vince's guy, but my heart says Drew's gonna win because it's time for him.
I agree. All right. Well, I'm cool. I'm cool with that.
We'll see what happens.
I'm cool with that. Next one, we got the Universal title, Brock versus Seth. Probably one of the most lackluster builds to a Universal title match at Mania in a couple years.
I mean, honestly, all of Brock Lesnar's builds have been.
I like, dude. The Goldberg one was dope. I was horny for Goldberg.
I mean, we saw that match 17 times, so.
Yeah, 3 minutes in a row.
Yeah. Exactly.
So for this one, I'll keep it short and simple. I think this is one where they could swerve us. Because do you really think that all baby faces win? Is Seth, Kofi, and Becky all gonna win?
No.
I think it's a possibility because they want to send the fans home happy, right? You really want to send the fans home happy. So I think we get Seth Rollins slaying the beast.
I don't think we get Seth Rollins slaying the beast. I feel like Brock. So just real quick, just so you know, my dad just walked in, and that's what we were talking about when we said that all of my family just gonna keep coming in at different moments of this podcast. So just keep rolling with us. So I think Brock is going to win. Because Vince isn't going to give us all the people we want, and Seth is not slaying the beast, Brock is taking this one again tonight. So you will go home sad.
Nah.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins going to win. End of story.
Another. My heart says I want Seth Rollins to win, but my head says Brock Lesnar's going to win.
What does your penis say?
Well, back to Finn.
Okay. Of course, one of the most anticipated matches is Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Mania, baby.
What an incredible build so far.
This has been great.
God, I'm so ready for this match.
I've
pictured the ending so many times. Kofi winning, the New Day in the ring, tears. I'm gonna cry.
And then,
no, Big E's not turning heel tonight,
dude. They
later.
are. They are. This is the moment. This is the moment. All right, New Day. This is the moment. If it doesn't happen now, win.
Okay, if that happens, then all 3 baby faces win.
No,
but all 3 baby faces win, but they give us a heel turn.
But Kofi's not turning heel though.
No, Big E is. So they ruin his moment.
Big E's not part of the thing.
But they're ruining his moment.
Nah,
dude.
Thing. Right. Nah. Steven just spit on my face, just so y'all know.
Not the first time. Okay, so I got Kofi Kingston, obvious one of the decade.
Yeah, I mean that's a, what do they call them? A layup.
Yeah,
right?
that's a layup. I mean, yeah, if you don't get those points on the scorecard, then you're bound to lose.
Yeah.
Monty. So, by the way, we have one guy in our league that has yet to submit his WrestleMania card. He's done it for every pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view, he turns it in super late, and we're gonna kick him out of the league.
And then
you heard it here first.
Also, he does this thing where he shows up to events after the food has been brought, and then eats your food. We're gonna end with the 2 women.
Yeah, the reason we're doing this is because the women right now, as we said in the beginning of the podcast when Steven was dogging them, the women are on the rise right now. All right, they are on the rise. This is the moment. Women's Evolution's taking over. So we have 2 historic matches coming up. Women's Tag Team Championship match, the first time ever at Mania. You know, they just got their Tag Team Championships this year that they just introduced them. So, you know, it's historic. We're witnessing history this night. So we put the Women's Tag Team match second to last, and then the women's main event last.
Let's just jump into the women's tag team match. You got Sasha and Bayley versus Beth and Natty. Shout out to Beth coming out of retirement. Versus Nia and Tamina. Shout out to Nia repping for all the big women, bro.
Yeah.
I'm down with that shit.
I'm with it, but
and
she just needs to change what she wears to the ring. Sorry,
yeah.
I love you, but nah.
Shout out to Nia.
Shout out to Nia.
Versus the Iconics. Shout out to Peyton Royce.
The Iconics are... What could you say they're close to in male tag teams? Like, who can you compare the Iconics to? Because the Iconics are great. I would kind of say
the Basham brothers.
The Basham brothers.
Remember with Shaniqua? Remember like 2003 SmackDown? The Basham brothers, they were S&M?
That might have been when I left.
Yeah, okay. That was about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean...
Maybe Edge and Christian? I feel like because they're like kind of annoying.
No.
And they get like laughs? No?
No. They're more like the Colognes at this point.
Oh, damn, dude. No, they're not.
Way hotter.
That's hurtful. The Iconics are not on the Colognes level.
Not yet. Anyway, for this match, I got Sasha and Bayley retaining because I don't think a lot of titles are going to change hands once the main 3 do.
I think Sasha and Bayley as well. But can we talk about their horrible name first? Boston Hug Connection?
It should be called the She-Vival.
The She-Vival?
Yeah, the Revival, but the She-Vival.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Trademark that, Vince. You're buying that from me.
Boston Hug Connection.
The She-Vival. I'm calling it the She-Vival.
The only connection I've liked ever is the Rock and Sock Connection, so I'm going to need them to, drop that.
I've liked the My Mouth Your Cock connection.
Dirty.
Anyway, I got Sasha Bayley winning this one. You got them?
Sasha Bayley.
Before we jump in, there's another match that got added kind of last minute. It's Hawkins and Ryder versus the Revival. I'm gonna keep it and just throw out my pick. I got the Revival winning.
I got Hawkins and Ryder because why not?
Give it to him. You could just give it to him, give him the first win.
Yeah.
I'm going to say not a lot of titles are going to change hands except for the main 3.
Yeah.
So I got the Revival, and then let's hit the main event. Close this bitch out. Or the beginning of this bitch.
I think this should get a lot of... this is probably going to take a little bit of time. There's a lot to unpack here with these 3.
Becky Lynch wins. That's it.
Oh, damn. We're just going straight out like that?
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Becky Lynch wins in a great match. I'm going to go as far as to say this is going to be a 5-star WrestleMania main event match. I think all 3 of these women, I don't think they're the 3 best performers. I think you're leaving out a couple really good ones like Asuka, Ember Moon. They're a lot of really good performers. But I think you have the best 3 characters closing out the biggest show of the year. You got Ronda Rousey. Everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is. She's a current champion, badass, legit as they come. Yes. And in the past year, she's only been wrestling for a year, has destroyed everything, bro. She's incredible.
Everything but the mic.
Everything but the mic. But, you know, I can get past that.
I cannot.
Give me any wrestler in their first year and show me if they're good on the mic.
Charlotte Flair.
Look at who her dad is. Ric Flair, bro.
Listen, just because that is her dad does not mean she's going to excel.
You ever hear
at
of something called genetics?
That has nothing to do with how you talk on the mic.
Bro.
That does not.
Okay, if you grow up and your mom is like all fucking like reclused and set in and she's quiet and you're like that and you see that your entire life, you're going to grow up like that. But if your daddy's Ric Flair and you're out there...
You're not going to sit here and tell me that Ric Flair has been in Charlotte Flair's life this whole time. Right?
First of all, you're getting into some domestic issues, bro. Now you know.
What you say. He was not there. She did not witness any of this until she was like 15.
Okay, I agree.
All right? So anyway, again, we both have the man... Becky Lynch winning this.
She took the world by storm.
And honestly, I think that Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch could have main evented Mania on their own. I don't think they needed Ronda. I mean, Ronda's a good addition, but Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch could have done this on their own.
I say you take out Charlotte and Ronda and Becky could have main evented WrestleMania on their own. And they should have.
I'd watch that.
They should have.
I'd watch her fight herself.
And you could have had you could have Asuka versus Charlotte too, or give me an Asuka, Charlotte, Mandy Rose triple threat.
Charlotte for the title for SmackDown title, bro.
Charlotte could have carried that shit.
That would have been great.
But I think again, to main event WrestleMania, you put all the belts on the line.
Yeah.
3 best women at the time, the 3 hottest, and that's how you do it. It's the right time.
It is.
It's the right time.
This is the moment.
So,
and it's happening. And you know, I'm excited to actually
Becky 316
that's why
says I just whipped your ass. Shout out to my sister for this shirt. No copyright.
Shout out for the fiance buying me this shirt. She knows where it's at. She knows where it's at.
I ain't got no fiance, so if y'all single, y'all like men like me who like wrestling, I'm kind of funny. You just hit me up. I'm gonna take that home tonight. We can sleep with that little thing right there.
Damn, I got dirty real fast.
But I got Becky Lynch closing out the show with the belt.
Yep.
Going home to Seth Rollins, banging it out, title on title.
We could only hope.
And,
she's gonna have both Raw and SmackDown titles. So I guess she's gonna be flipping through the shows.
Oh! Daniel Bryan with the win. 1, 2. Yeah! Hell yeah! That's my boy.
All right, guys, we are back, and it is the post WrestleMania show of Hell Yeah, Brother. I'm a little lit. How are you doing, Eric?
That was fun. As you can hear it in my voice, it's a little hoarse from the screaming, and the yelling, and the cursing, and the fighting with each other.
Yep, it was an intense, fun, it was a good time, good Mania overall. If you can see behind us slightly, there's where the championship used to be. Yeah. Neither of us went home with it. Our friend Waylon, he ended up taking back the title. So
shout out to Waylon for getting those picks. Picks right.
Shout out to his research, dude. Yeah. He went hard. Actually, shout out to Monty who came back with the highest score tonight. So if you don't know how this game works, for the next pay-per-view we're all gonna get back at, and really crowning a new champion is going to be the SummerSlam pay-per-view in August. So we'll be back then with another episode like this with these clips inserted and stuff. So we're gonna run down the WrestleMania match order, give our thoughts, and then kind of what we liked and didn't like about WrestleMania, and then our overall. You want to give star ratings for each match?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Or let's give something else, not stars. We're not Dave Meltzer.
No, we're not Dave
Meltzer. Let's do something else. What, like, let's
give
tacos.
No, I'm not Mexican that much. Let's give
let's see.
What could we do? Let's give
Hell yes.
Give a couple hell yes.
How many hell yes?
A couple hell yes. All right, I'm down.
Out
with
of
that.
5?
Out of 5. Yeah.
So just so you know, we're not gonna do the full Mania, as in like the kickoff stuff. We're starting when WrestleMania started. So the first match right out the gate.
So first match right out the gate, surprise of the night. Which, by the way, love the match order.
Loved it.
Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar. I thought it was fun. It was a good way to intro Mania. I'm gonna give that a good solid 3.75. Hell yes.
3.75 hell yes.
Yeah.
I'd give it a probably a 3.5 hell yes. And I think I put that 0.5 because you know, I had Brock winning, and I think that should have happened.
Yeah. Well,
but you know, I'm glad Seth won.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the Universal Championship on Raw.
He looks good with it too. He looks good with the red on him. Looks really good.
He does. He
Yeah.
does. It's gonna be there weekly, which is good.
So okay, I mean, there's that one.
That's good.
Move on to AJ versus Randy. I thought it was a pretty good match. Two solid good matches to open it up. And for that one, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5.
3.5. That's a good score. That's a good score. I love when Randy cares about a match. Like, it really shows, and that was a very well done match. I liked it. Glad AJ picked up that win.
Nice. What are you giving it?
3.5. 3.5 is good.
Agree.
3.5, hell yes. That's perfect.
One of my favorite matches of the night is the Fatal 4-Way for the tag titles, the SmackDown ones. Had a really fun time with this match. I thought we really got to see Ricochet just kind of ball out. We had a friend come by, Paul, and he's never seen wrestling or WrestleMania before, and he loved Ricochet.
Yeah, I think that's his new favorite.
So for that one, I had a fun time. For me, in my personal way, I enjoy wrestling. A quick 10-minute match. A lot of high flying, a lot of action. I give it 4 stars. Four.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Sorry.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hashtag no herpes.
You know, as I said earlier, with Ricochet, I feel like he oversells some stuff, and you know, we definitely talked about that during the whole match. But I think 3.75 hell yes is a good spot for it to be at. You know, I love having Aleister Black and Ricochet on the quote unquote main roster. I think they're gonna do good. I prefer to see them singles. And speaking of singles, when are we gonna get a Cesaro singles run? Like a title run? Like, he needs that.
You know,
honestly,
honestly,
he needs that.
Probably in like 10 years when he's Kofi's age. So he's not that old yet. When his nipples shrink in size. Because
if you haven't seen him, Cesaro got them hashtag baloney nips.
Hashtag baloney
hashtag
nips.
big red and baloney nips.
Yep.
All right.
That's him.
So would you give that one? Oh,
3.75. That was for me. You had a 4.
I'm gonna go Shane McMahon Miz next. One of my matches of the night.
Yeah, that was
fun.
really good.
All over the place. The spots didn't. I mean, dude, the spots were dangerous when Shane flipped off that golf truck.
That was
crazy.
That was nice. Shane's the one that put his life on the line like that, though.
I'm gonna give this one a 4.3. Hell yeah.
4.3
out of 5.
yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I give it 4.
Okay.
I think it was really good. I like seeing Miz work face. It was different, and you know, I really enjoyed it. It was a very enjoyable match.
Next one, the women's Fatal 4-Way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna call it a wash on this one because our WWE Network stream buffed like 40 times.
Yeah.
We saw no minutes of the match. We saw hair.
It was a 10-minute match, and we saw 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So I'm not gonna give it anything. I don't feel that's fair to it.
You know,
I'll probably go back and watch it.
But I am happy the Iconics won. You know.
I agree.
I wanted Boston Hug, but you know, Iconics really. I feel like right now it's a good time for them. It's a good time for them to have that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Me too. I agree. I think it's the right people to put on, give them their moment, because you know it's going to be hard for them to kind of get it throughout the year.
Yeah.
You know, they keep it on other champions. So
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce run with it.
Peyton Royce fucking smoke show. Oh my god.
Yes.
Where do you find those?
Australia.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
If any of the listeners are from Australia and want to provide me a place to stay, I'm happy to visit and get as much tan as you want me to be. I'll be your Mexican mule, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it.
All right, next match of the night, obviously, Kofi
versus Daniel Bryan.
Tears, bro.
Tears. Just the culmination of an incredible storyline.
Yep.
That, I mean, if you really look back.
Incredible career.
Yeah, career.
This made him a Hall of Famer.
Do you think this is what made him a Hall of Famer?
Well,
I had him in the Hall of Fame before this.
Yeah.
I guess this solidified
Look, if you can put Brutus the Barber Big Cake in the Hall of Fame, you can put Kofi
You can put
Kingston
anybody in that
pre-champ.
shit. But you put Byron Saxton in there.
Kofi won.
Kofi won.
For me, it hit all my points of a match of what I like in wrestling.
Yes.
The emotion.
Yes.
The notion that.
Yes.
No.
Damn.
No.
Okay. All right.
What does
Well,
Kofi do?
Well, I tried.
What does Kofi do?
Uh,
I'm gonna make you pancakes in the morning.
Power of positivity.
Pops. Five hell yes for me because it ticked all my heart
Yes.
boxes of wrestling.
5 hell yes, I agree. Daniel Bryan is so good.
Yeah, I would eat his ass.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that took a turn. But yeah, Kofi definitely deserved that win. I was super hyped for him. You know, he deserved it, and I'm glad he got it.
I agree. Move on to the next one. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio. I'm giving it a 0.5.
Yeah.
0.5 hell yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It didn't really have to be on the mat on the main card if they were gonna do that. I guess.
Exactly.
But I guess you can't put Rey Mysterio on the kickoff.
Yeah.
You know, so I get why it was there, but like that was yeah.
I'm over it.
That left an ugly taste in my mouth.
This is kind of the point of WrestleMania where I got a little tired, to be honest with you.
This one and then the next match.
Which for this one, I give it a 1. I mean, 0.5. What are you giving it?
On Samoa Joe and
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio, I'd give it 0.1. Hell yeah. Yeah, glad Samoa Joe's getting the title run, but that was still
That was whack. That was
Yeah.
doo-doo. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, another sleepy match. I'm happy for Roman that he's back and everything, but
he didn't need that win, man.
no,
He didn't need
Drew
that
could have
win.
used it, but I get what it is. I get what they're doing.
Mhm.
It's another time. So I'm gonna throw that one away in my back pocket and give it a 1.
That's
One hell yeah.
That's a solid score.
Good for Roman though.
Yeah,
Good for Roman.
You know, good for Roman.
Triple H.
Batista, I thoroughly enjoyed this match because I'm a fan of nostalgia and stupid shit like, snapping a finger, ripping out a nose ring, # no herpes. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Ric Flair. The finish was good. It was good to see Batista fuck up in the beginning.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
He tripped out the ring and
I feel like he does that all the time now. Every time he comes back in the ring.
Botchtista.
Yeah, like that's his thing.
#
I think he does it on
Botchtista.
purpose.
Yeah. Botchtista.
#Botchtista.
Did I say that enough times?
I think you did.
Okay.
That one, I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a solid 3.5 hell yes out of 5.
Okay, 3.5. I'm thinking 3. The nose ring sell was a little too much for me, but the sell by Triple H, like obviously that wasn't the same nose ring,
Yeah.
but I'm supposed to keep kayfabe, but I couldn't.
Not for
I
that
couldn't,
shit.
But so
It was good.
Solid 3.
It was a good match. I like the ring gear. Triple H's entrance was fire.
Yeah, it was
Fire.
It
Entrance
was
of the
good.
night.
Yeah,
That and Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, of
Oh,
course.
speaking of Finn Balor,
We'll just skip to that one next.
We're jumping
because-
Kurt
Because I
Baron
heard
Corbin.
Oh, fuck it. Okay, Kurt Baron
Yeah,
Corbin.
come on, man.
Thank you, Kurt. You
Yeah.
suck.
You suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
Okay, 1.
A
hell
1?
yeah. 1 hell yeah.
A 1 hell yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it a 2 hell yeah. Just because Kurt Mark.
I get it, but I mean, it should have been someone else.
It should've.
Now that you look back.
It should have. Before we move on, can we touch on Doctor of Thugonomics real quick?
Oh, I was gonna get to that after, but yes.
Oh, my bad.
Let's get to that. Let's knock out this
Okay,
match.
okay. We'll come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Finn,
Okay.
Bobby Lashley, beautiful Finn. Good to see him
Demon.
win. Good to see those abs.
Yes,
Good to see
yes.
those- Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Yes.
Great entrance.
Great
Loved
entrance.
it.
Great entrance.
But
Finn's makeup is always on point when he does the demon.
dude,
Always looks good.
Finn is like the best Instagram model ever. If you don't
Ever.
follow Finn Balor on Instagram,
Thirst
you're
traps for days.
So straight.
Thirst traps
You're
for days.
so straight if you
Yes.
don't follow him on Instagram.
For
So you
real.
need to follow him.
Follow him.
Yeah, it's at Finn Balor.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Tell him.
To the
Tell
point.
him we told you to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him. Hell yeah, brother. Podcast told you to follow Finn Balor.
Say #thirst trap for this boy.
Yep.
okay. Well,
I'm gonna give that match a 2.5.
Wow.
I mean, it was typical Finn Balor match.
I'd give it a 3.5.
It's typical.
I think Bobby Lashley kind of. I think he was the problem.
okay.
Well, you won't blend right in, but you know.
Well, main event time. Becky Lynch,
Becky
Charlotte,
Lynch.
and Ronda Rousey.
The man, baby.
4.72.
I'm doing 4.0.
What?
Yeah.
You thought there were too many botches.
Ronda just, I don't know what it is.
Ronda
I
was the
think
best
she-
part of that match.
You're full
Ronda.
of shit.
Ronda
Oh my
carried
God,
that whole
you're full-
fucking match.
You are full of shit right
Ronda
now.
carried that
You
whole
are
match.
full of shit. I can't believe you're saying that. Ronda did not carry. Ronda made that match terrible.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes. Yes.
Charlotte was.
Look,
the
she
weak
wasn't
point.
great. She wasn't. Look,
Look.
she wasn't bad, but she wasn't on par with Becky and Charlotte, dude.
Becky was the worst part of the match.
Oh my God!
I'm glad
What
she
are you
won.
talking
But
about
she
right
was
now?
the worst part of the match.
How?
She just kind of showed up when they needed her, dude. Like Ronda was there. Ronda was the whole
No,
focal
dude.
main point of the
No,
whole match.
she was not.
She was in every shot, dude.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, all right,
no, she wasn't.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
I was happy
Obviously,
with it.
We're gonna disagree on this. Ronda is.
I
not
think
where
Ronda's
you have her
incredible.
at. She's
Ronda's great.
good. Don't get me wrong, but she's not like that. She was the,
Top
She was the
5
reason
ever.
this match was bad. Well, not bad, but she was the reason this match wasn't as good as it could be.
4.72.
And it's probably because, like you, if you feel she was the focal point, that could be why it was bad, why it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Damn, bro, I'm like mind blown right now.
Yeah, like I feel.
You fucked
That's
me
how
up.
I feel.
Well,
That's how I feel.
I agree with you to that sentiment, and
I'm super hyped that Becky won though. Like
I'm excited to see what happens.
yeah,
next.
like where's this going? Like I'm happy for her.
Speaking of that, anything else that during the Mania that you liked, enjoyed, didn't like? I mean, we said earlier, Doctor of Thugonomics was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was great. To see
John
that come
Cena's
back.
whole heel. They
I hope he becomes heel.
We'll see.
I hope he gets the heel. But also give it up to Elias. Like he puts on great little promo segments.
He's jacked.
He is. They don't give him enough credit. Something that I do want to touch on though. I know we said we weren't going to touch on the kickoff show, but can we get a shout out to Kurt Hawkins breaking his losing streak?
No.
I mean, 265 matches, I believe, is what they said.
It's not gonna matter in 24 hours.
It's not going to matter, but he still did it. Like they still got the belt. You know, Revival's gonna get it back tomorrow. You know, it just had to happen. It had to happen. And so I think that's a wrap on this first podcast.
I mean,
Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Shawn Michaels is doo-doo at commentary. Straight the fuck up. Hey, Shawn Michaels, I love you, but don't talk.
Heartbreak Kid broke my heart.
Stay in your vocal lane, brother.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Second
Yeah.
of all, shout out to Renee Young for being about
13 seconds late on everything. She's
She
on
did-
a
she
tape
does-
delay.
she does great.
Yeah.
she's on a
She
tape
does great.
delay.
Like, you know how the world's a simulation? She's like a constant glitch. She's just always a little late.
Who else were the? I like how they gave Booker T a 1 minute.
It's 2019. They kind of have to.
You know, they just give it to him.
Well, when Triple H takes away his title win at WrestleMania 19, you got to give him something. You know?
You're right.
Other than that, I mean, everything else was. I enjoyed it. It was a fun Mania overall.
Yeah.
I give this Mania a fucking B+.
This has been one of my favorite Manias since probably the one that we've been to, and the one we went to, WrestleMania
32 was pure
only
ass. That
Yeah, it
WrestleMania
was bad
Dude.
match wise, but I think it was so good. To
Should
me
have been
because
Sting
we
and
were there.
Taker.
Because we were there. The fact that we were there is what made it for me.
It should have been
But-
Rollins, Triple H, Sting, and Taker, but they both got injured.
They did.
Imagine if we had that.
Lit.
Triple H versus fucking.
I was just happy to see
Rock.
Stone Cold that day.
Oh yeah, I popped like a fucking
Mark,
like
bro.
a
It was a
whore.
mark.
Anyway, WrestleMania this
Sweet.
year, my favorite one since WrestleMania 31, which is when Sting took on Triple H, because I'm again sucker for nostalgia. I'm very happy with it. This is our our first episode of the pod. Hope you guys like it.
Yeah,
We'll be
let us
back.
know.
We'll be back again at the end of the week with some new content. We don't know what it's going to be about, but we'll see you
see
then.
what happens.
And we
Appreciate you listening, and yeah.
hell yeah, brother.
Brothers, brother, brothers, brother, 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 brother.